that it's not the gun that's dangerous, it's the person behind it who's dangerous. This idea that you can stop tyranny by getting rid of guns, I mean, sure, it can work. I'm not going to lie and pretend that gun control can't work, obviously. Mao took the guns, Stalin took the guns, Hitler took the guns. That worked out pretty well for them. But what I'm saying is that we need to look at the facts. We need to look at basic psychology and sociology, Kyle. And we need to look at what causes gun violence. And you unironically mentioned 2 years ago during the 2020 riots, because what did they say? Oh yeah, because they were always talking about, oh, well, black people always are 13% of the population only commit 60% of the crimes. And what was your rebuttal to that, Kyle? What you said was, yeah, because they are economically deprived, because they don't have a living wage, because they don't have health care or education. The FBI says that 73% of the murders in this country and 50% of the aggravated assaults in this country are due to what? Wealth inequality, poverty. These are basic facts, basic data-driven facts that somebody like Kyle should know how to study. But let's be honest, guys, Kyle has never studied guns, let alone gun control. Let's not get that twisted, because we have to remember what Kyle is advocating for. Kyle doesn't know shit about guns. He doesn't. He can't tell you different calibers. He can't tell you what an automatic rifle is compared to an assault rifle, which doesn't even fucking exist. This is ridiculous. This is not the moderate and center solution that you have, Kyle, is an authoritarian one. It's not a libertarian one. Okay? Let me tell you what the real middle ground should be. The obvious middle ground. And the obvious middle ground should be that, yeah, you better believe we should make guns not only more accessible, but more affordable. My dude, I'm talking about giving people tax credits for fucking guns, my guy. If you make a certain amount on your income, you should get a tax credit to own a firearm. Dead ass. I'm not even kidding. And if anybody has a problem with that, I challenge you to debate me on this. Now, we need to make guns more affordable and more accessible. We need to institute, whether you're a reformist or a revolutionary, we need to institute policy that makes sure that no matter where you are in the United States of America, you can conceal or open carry your firearm any time, any day, minus private property, of course. If somebody doesn't want a gun on their own private property, you have to respect their property rights. Needless to say, we need to make sure that every school lets teachers and staff carry their guns, as well as have an armed security what is it called? Plan. We need to have active duty shooting plans, just like we have bomb threat plans, like we have fire plans for when stuff like that happens. Otherwise, what do you get? Because let me tell you how this is going to end. It's going to end the same way it's happened in a handful of these mass shootings, including Columbine and including the Texas shooting that just happened. You're going to get a bunch of state pigs waiting outside for 40 minutes, an hour? They're going to wait an hour while that guy picks off your children one by one. Because what's the logical conclusion, guys? What's the logical conclusion that gun control advocates fail to realize? That when you leave a building or an area with no guns and somebody has a fucking gun, nobody else has a gun, does it ring a bell? What's going to happen? Yeah, more people are going to die. And then but Nate, we can't just have everybody having guns in this school. What if they might end up shooting each other? It's going to be a whole shooting frenzy. That's one of the most emotional counters I've heard. Again, we need an active shooter plan, and I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be hard to distinguish the teacher wearing a suit and tie compared to somebody wearing all black with cargo pants and an AR-15 shooting. That's silly. Now, let's get down. I already gave libertarians what they wanted to hear. Let me give leftists what they want to hear. We need we need universal programs. We need social programs that combat wealth inequality, poverty, and mental health. Make sure every man, woman, and child has a right to go to a doctor free of charge. Make sure that universal education is prioritized so that people can further their education and their opportunities and to make even more bank, make more money. Make sure that we have child care in this country so that when you do want to work, when you do want to go back to school, you can. And no dickhead that's sucking the capitalist dick is going to be able to tell you, oh, you're just lazy. You don't want to work. Why can't you produce an income for yourself? I don't know, maybe because people like you think that I should make all the concessions at my job and that I should have my wealth stolen from me. I don't know, just maybe. But that's another story, right?